my name is Tiffany, and today we're working on shoulders. We're going to be seated for most of today's practice, actually all of today's practice. So grab something to sit on if your hips are a little bit tighter, like a bolster, blanket, pillow, or sit directly in a chair or something. And first, a little sip from me to you. It's so good. And we're going to keep that off to the side because I'm probably going to drink it throughout class. Who says you can't drink coffee while you work on your shoulders? I've got my yoga strap that I had signed on my last yoga retreat when we went to Iceland. It was amazing. And I've got another one coming up for Canada. So if you're interested, you should definitely check it out. Okay, let's begin. First thing I want you to do is grab the strap and bring it so that your arms are straight out in front of you. And what I want you to think about is pulling the strap back without bending your elbows. So squeezing those shoulder blades together, pulling the strap back, and then pushing the strap forward, coming through your shoulder blades. So squeeze your shoulder blades and create a little tension in that yoga strap so it keeps your hands centered as you move through this movement, going back and forth, letting those shoulder blades just kind of glide over your rib cage. Squeeze, open. One more time, squeeze and open. Nice. Go ahead and shake it out. Wiggle your shoulders. Now take one side of the strap and bring it kind of down, and we're going to bring the other side kind of off over here, right? So what we'll be doing is kind of having some biofeedback as the strap kind of comes across our chest, and also reminding ourselves to keep our arms straight. So bring our arms out in front of us like this. Maybe take your arm so that there's a lot of slack in the strap, maybe towards your knee, and then reach it all the way out to the side and then all the way back. So creating like this rainbow-ish sensation in your hand. So you're coming down and then coming all the way back up and over. Down and then back up and over. Nice. Okay, we got the sensation. The right arm is feeling it. Let's move over to the left. So hand is now on the knee, right hand, or maybe a little bit lower. And then the left hand is coming over to the right knee. And then we're going to open it over to the left, feeling that openness in the chest, and then keeping the arm straight, reaching for the knee. So we're finding this like rainbow effect. Ooh, my left shoulder is feeling it. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Let's do this 2 more times on this side. Just getting a sense of this movement pattern. You're creating all these cool neural pathways to your muscles and your joints and ligaments and fascia. Did I say 2 more? Is this the second one? I start talking, I forget where I'm at. All right, let that be the last one. Shake out both sides. Okay, another sip of coffee. Yes? Cheers. Nice. Okay, so for this next move, what I want you to do is the exact same thing. But this time, I want you to think about your shoulder blades opening and seeing what kind of range of motion you had. So the same thing that we did in the beginning where we pushed our hands kind of forward, like pushing those shoulder blades away from each other and then squeezing them together. So on this next move, think about them spreading apart. So if you need just kind of like, okay, this is the sensation I'm going with, and I'm going to keep my arm within that range of motion as I'm moving it in that same rainbow action. Lots of things for your brain to think about here. So just move slow. Okay, so get in position where both hands are extended. You're gripping a version of the strap that feels good. And then we're kind of expanding those shoulder blades, letting the hand come down and then reaching up, and then maybe it feels different. Ooh, I'm feeling something different in my like armpit area. So just notice how it feels different. Maybe your arm doesn't go as high. Maybe you're like, I don't feel any difference. Just fine. Just notice. Okay? All right. Shake it out. Now, same side. We're going to stick to the same side. Now I want you to squeeze that shoulder blade, those shoulder blades together and do the same move. Now shoulder blades are together. Now let's see what kind of range of motion we have. So squeeze them together and then open it up. Whoa, that's harder. And you got to keep that tension in your shoulder blades. And you notice like it's harder to keep tension on the strap. I don't feel like I have as much range of motion. And then I kind of lose the tension in my shoulder blades when I think about the strap. So totally fine. All we're trying to do is just kind of check it out. Like, what do we feel when we do those kinds of things? Shake it out after a few rounds. Now let's move over to the other side. We know where we're going now. First one is open shoulder blades, right? So shoulder blades are open. If you need to kind of like give yourself that reminder, go ahead and squeeze and open a few times just to kind of get that sensation down. So it's an open sensation. Bring the right hand down, left hand is coming across, and then left hand, still that open sensation in the shoulder blades, coming all the way back, and then all the way forward. I know, it's a lot. But your shoulder blades are gonna love you for it. It's like I have that pinch in my left shoulder blade. It just never goes away. We're working on that. It's like, it just needs a little bit of help, a little bit of massage, a little bit of this, and it just always keeps coming back. But if you have a mobility routine, maybe it'll stay away a little longer. Okay, shake out that. Now squeeze them together. Yeah. I know. Okay, squeezing together, bringing... Now I'm like a little bit lost. I'm gonna start open just because it feels like that's where my arm wants to go. And now I'm gonna come cross closed, trying to keep it together. Look at how much of a difference it is when I keep it closed. My hands don't wanna touch because then I lose that closing sensation that I'm trying to like maintain. So if I lose it, I'm not gonna go as far. So just pay attention to those little things that pop up when you are moving through this exercise. Ooh, okay. Go ahead and shake that out. It was a lot. Go ahead and go forward with it. It deserves another sip, right? Cheers. I'm moving my coffee over here now because we are gonna work into Jani Sirsasana, which is like a seated tree. If you have a block, support this bent knee leg. So bring one foot into like the inner thigh or like the shin or calf area of your other leg. And then this extended leg is, the foot is flexed. And here, what I want you to think about is this action of bringing the strap around the foot, okay? And then squeezing those shoulder blades together and then bringing them apart. Squeezing those shoulder blades together and bringing them apart. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, bringing them apart. Okay, we've got that action down. Now, what I want you to think about is that same thing we kind of did, but this time we're gonna kind of rotate with the spine. So we're kind of opening and closing. We're not bending forward. We're not trying to stretch this hamstring. So if you want to stretch it right now, be like, I got to. I'm in this position. I need to stretch. Here's your chance. You're welcome. But we're focused on shoulders and then the thoracic spine. So it's that space between like the ribs and the chest. So this is where our work is going to be. It is small work, but it is mighty work, right? So here's what I want you to think about is this hand is going to grip the strap And then this hand, hold on, I gotta get set up here. I feel like it might even be better if I create a little loop. There it is. So if I create a loop with my strap, ha ha ha, I can go like this and then all the way forward towards my toe and then create that same rainbow, but this time I'm moving it towards my foot. So going back and forth, and I'm creating a little rotation here. So just kind of playing with some Jani Shashana, same, right? So just getting the feeling of it. So it's that same rainbow action, but now my leg is extended and I've got quite a bit of strap in my hand. So now I want you to think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. Actually, let's do the apart version first. I feel like that one is harder. So if you need to kind of pop back into that action, you can kind of play with that. So reach forward and then find that turn. We're still reaching forward with our shoulders. Yeah, you notice how your body likes to compensate, and look at my shoulders are kind of like rounded, so I'm gonna lift them up because my thoracic spine wants to get involved, but it already is involved in the way that I want it. So I'm gonna try to sit up. Ooh, yeah, there it is. So my hands are reaching out in front of me. I know this looks funny, but like when you bring a little bit more mind-body connection, sometimes it looks like this. So it might even help by like placing one hand on your chest to be like, this is what I'm working on. And then extend this arm so that the shoulder blade comes forward, and then rotate so that you're moving towards the back of the room. Create some tension in that strap. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale, come all the way back. One more time. It's a lot. Yeah. Come all the way back. Yeah. Okay. Now we do the same thing with the shoulder blade retracted. So moving backwards if you need to feel that again. So going back into that first move, we're retracting. So get it in that retracted action. We're turning towards the foot and then opening away from the foot, keeping that retraction. Notice how it's different. Notice how your body likes to compensate, and it might even be rib thrusting, like your ribs might be coming forward. So just bring them right in line. It's okay. My ribs like to do that too. Oh my gosh. My triceps, my biceps, everything is feeling some things. Shake it all out. Let's switch sides. So block is coming under my right knee. My little loop is going to go around my left leg now. And now I've got my strap in my right hand. So I'm flexing this foot. So try to keep this leg active. And let's just get the move down first. So we're just kind of opening and then closing. Opening, closing, kind of adding that little rainbow action. And notice how my rib cage is what's moving here. I'm not moving forward. If you need it, do it now. Do it now. Get the stretch down. All right. Let's just get the move down. We're not trying to do anything with our shoulder blades. Just notice the shoulder blades. Just notice where they're at on your back body and how they're moving. And if there's anything that's like different about it, right? Create a little tension, maybe hold it there in that extended position. Okay, now protracted, retracted, right? Protracted is kind of taking them apart, retracted is squeezing them together. So in that protracted position, maybe we reach both hands out and then we slowly bring it around, and look at my arm doesn't want to go. My chest doesn't know what to do either because it's like, wait, if I move, then I'm going to move my shoulder with it. So just move slowly with this. This isn't some big grand movement. This is just letting your body know that you're working on it. And it's hard work, but it's also easy work. It's hard because you're having to focus and think. But maybe your body's like, I can do this. I just need extra help with it. And that's what your mind is doing. Go ahead and shake that out. You're creating so many new neural pathways. I'm so proud of you. Squeeze that shoulder up, down, shake it out. Now we're retracting. We're squeezing them back together. Squeeze. Yes, squeeze. And now we're opening. Again, I'm noticing that same action on this side. My torso doesn't want to turn. My arm doesn't want to go as high. And that's okay because my focus here is to keep my shoulder blade in place. So if I'm stabilizing my shoulder blade, my arm isn't going to go as high. And guess what? When you stabilize your shoulders, you're going to be less prone to injury. Your joints are also going to move better in the shoulders. This is what's going to help with your shoulder pain, especially that space between the shoulder blades. Oh, okay. Shake it out. Yeah, we did a lot of work. Okay. Do whatever you feel like you might need. I'm just kind of one shoulder up, one shoulder down, maybe rotate all the way in a circle, maybe one circle, other circle, maybe other way. Maybe just squeezing them together and letting them come apart and just kind of in a sloppy fashion, like, ooh, I just need to get like some wiggles out for my shoulders. All right, let's finish with just a little bit of breath work. So I'm gonna take another block underneath my other knee. I'm taking another sip of my coffee. Cheers. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Take a moment to just like connect with your body. Your body is amazing. Your belly is amazing. Give it a squeeze. Say thank you, belly, for digesting my food and my coffee. Appreciate you more than you know. You don't need to change a thing. Thank you. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Truly appreciate you. Mwah. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, share this with a friend. Drop a comment on what you want me to work on next. Tell me how you felt in your body while you were doing this. Was this more challenging than you thought, or was this super duper easy and you need some more challenging stuff like chaturangas, which by the way, this is going to help those chaturangas. Tell me everything. Also, check out my retreats. They're listed down below. I have a few spots left for Canada and a few spots left for Patagonia. Sign up for my membership. First week is free. You are going to love it.